feel it right now. This is gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, no.
Like the series that we're gonna do with this is gonna be great. Because I mean, I suppose that besides learning, which you probably are, you're having fun.
Yeah. I like I like the dino walking. All
I
right.
tell you, I have to like I have trained like a lot of people, and every time I do it, it's like always fun.
Yeah. All right. Pick the cool guy.
The cool guy, and who's that?
I don't know his name, but
The cool. I'll see now. I'll see now when. Oh, the carpenter.
yeah.
Lord.
Just look at him and his mustache. Oh, you think you can taunt me?
It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah. Taunting war.
Objective is to identify other players, acquire them as targets, and kill.
Okay, now let's go with
Kill you.
the other part of these guys. What I said before, it applies specifically to these guys. Like what I told you before about focusing your target or your pursuer while using these guys just to make the maximum use of it. That's for that to work, you need to have these guys. All right, that's a decoy. But the thing is that there is also something else that it matters for these guys, but it matters for general gameplay, and that is mimicking NPCs, and that's what we're gonna do now.
All right. I'm up for
Okay.
it.
Okay, so first of all is the I am looking behind my back thing about players. Both players and NPCs do this. But if you know a person is a player and you see them do this, you can certainly know what is crossing through their minds. And that is when they look back. So for example, look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna okay, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Like if you have your camera and you're looking in front of you, and all of a sudden you just turn it around, you will see that your character, it kind of makes like a gesture with the
Yeah.
head. It looks behind its back, right?
Yeah.
So this is more useful than you think, because you can know after you see this, you can know what is crossing through your target's mind, and you can know how oblivious they are to the fact that you are close to them. Because for example, sometimes you're approaching them from the front, and you see that they turn around their head. You know they think at that moment you know that they think that you are behind them. So they're not looking at you, and you can be as stealthy as you want. You can just walk up to them and get a nice kill, and you don't have to use any abilities at all. Whereas on the other hand, if you are behind them and they are walking, and all of a sudden you see that they look behind, you know that they have seen you. Like if you were obvious, they saw you. They completely saw you. You know. So basically, this little trick, it greatly decides your course of action. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to use an ability? Are you going to go for a naked kill? You're not gonna do anything, or just go for a plain kill? Yeah, that's like the kind of decisions that you have to make on the fly, as you see that your target or your pursuer behaves in one way or the other. And yeah, that's one nice trick. Okay, the second thing is NPC walking. When the NPCs are walking, and let's have an example here. Okay, follow me and this Lady Maverick. Okay, so I want you to look at her from the front. So come here where I am. Okay, so look at the Lady Maverick all the time. Just don't take your eyes off her.
All right.
You're gonna see that. Yeah, I know. You really didn't want to take your eyes off her anyway, did you?
The game's not that realistic in graphics, but they did all right. They did all right.
Okay, anyway. Well, just look at her, and you'll see that as she walks, she's like making all sorts of facial expressions. She's like looking to the sides, and she's, I don't know, she kind of brushes her hair. She's
Yeah,
I
she
don't
just
know.
cracked her hands right there.
Yeah, she cracked her knuckles. That kind of those animations, only NPCs can do them. Like a player cannot do that. If you watch yourself right now, or if you watch me, and we walk as long as we want, I am never gonna do any of those.
That's
I
a
can.
good point. Yeah, I never even thought of that.
So yeah, I can never do that. So when you see, oh yeah, okay, you can do it, but the only way you can do it, and as you just did, is if you go into a blend group. Like if you're hiding in a group, your character will automatically do those animations. So that's one great advantage about being hidden. Like if you're hidden in a group, you are less likely to be detected by a smart player, a player that knows this. Because for example, me, I am always looking for this. As soon as I see some persona that is coming close to me, and I see that they make an expression, I immediately discard that person. I said, like, nah, that's an NPC, and I keep looking for my pursuer. Instead of making some common mistakes that people just, oh yeah, that's my pursuer. Let's just try to stun him, and guess what? You completely mess up.
And you get
because
lured.
yeah, you get either lured or you just you kill an NPC and get vulnerable for about 6 seconds. I think that's what, like, one of the greatest changes that Ubisoft Abstergo did to Assassin's Creed 3. That you're actually, when you make a mistake, you're punished. You pay for it.
Yeah.
It's not like before. Like before, okay, you killed an NPC and the other guy got a lure, which is 100 points. 100 points, which is worthless because it is not like a stun. A stun gives you 200 points, and it counts for your streak.
That's true.
At least in Revelations. But in Revelations, alert, it was worthless. So abilities such as decoy, disguise itself, more, like every ability that is based on deception, it was kind of worthless to some extent because you couldn't make as many points with those abilities as you could with other abilities. They work, they still work to some extent, but they were like not nearly as good as they are here. Okay, so now you know about these NPC behaviors that they make those. I don't know who you are.
That's a good disguise then, right?
Let me see. You are. Oh yeah, you are the Maverick. Yeah, that was a great disguise.
Ah.
I picked you out using the line of sight, but yeah, I just stood here and made a line of sight with that. But that was great. Like when I ran in, I was like, where did he go? And yeah, sometimes you just have to seize the opportunity. Like if you know it's a good player and you know that they hesitated and they don't know who you are, you just have to get the stun. You don't go for a focus or anything like that, because if it's a player that knows what they're doing, they're gonna immediately try to line of sight or something, to pick you out.
Yeah.
So you wanna like just get the stun in those cases. There's like a million variables involved in gaming and Assassin's Creed, but you get used with practice, and especially now that we're training. You get used with time, Yeah. Okay, tough guy. Get over here. Okay, so yeah. Whoa. Wait. Stop. Okay, so another thing you wanna know is that besides the expressions, there is also the way that NPCs walk. NPCs, they do not walk in a continuous path. They kind of stop after walking a while. So, for example, if you see a player, stay there. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Okay, so imagine that you see me, right? So if you see that I walk to you like this, like you see, I'm just continuously walking towards you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, NPCs rarely have fixed, like they don't do straight lines. They don't do straight lines. They rarely do straight lines. if you see all the NPCs around us, they're always like doing curves of some sort, and also they don't walk like continuously. They tend to stop every now and then. They kind of pause like while they're walking. So you wanna learn to do that to fake it out and make people think that you're an NPC. For example, look at me now. Stay there, where you are. Okay, instead of walking like I walked before, you wanna walk like this.
30 seconds remaining. You have finished first.